I want us to take a look at some of these actions around the world in support of Palestine, right? There's an action plan at the Israeli consulate here in DC tomorrow. Actually, if you give me a second, I can tell you some information about that. Excuse me. Shout out to the Good Trouble Co-op, the Good Trouble Cooperative. They posted that and I shared that on my social media. So where's Talisha Conklin? Talisha Conklin hit me up on Twitter. She said, Kim, are you going to the protest tomorrow on Thursday? And I said, probably not. And the reason why I probably won't be at the protest is because I don't know if anybody will go with me to the protest. Who's coming with me? The protest, 3 p.m. at the Israeli embassy located at 3514 International Drive Northwest in DC. Actually, that is today. That was today. That is happening. I'm assuming right now. Today, the 18th? It is the 18th. So this is happening actually right now. And not only have actions happening today, they have been happening consistently for the past couple of weeks. So what we're about to see is a compilation, a mashup of scenes from different cities, starting firstly where Brooklyn at. Bay Ridge, Brooklyn came out big for Palestine, as I'm sure you all can assume. Left Voice is credited with this first video, so I'm gonna run it down. So first video, Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, shot by Left Voice. Second video, London, shot by Khadija Nadaya. Nadayes. I hope I'm saying her name correctly. She's a multimedia journalist for the BBC in London. And then the third video we're going to see is in Kuwait. And if there's a fourth video, Tunde, did you get the fourth video by any chance? The fourth video is going to be a scenes from the strike for Palestine that I told you that was happening today throughout Gaza, where shops closed up, people walked off the job and took to the streets to definitely lift their voices about the atrocities that are being committed right now by Israel upon the Palestinian people and really by the United States. I mean, these are all missiles and bombs, not only that we sold to Israel more than likely, but that we basically gave Israel the money to buy the fucking bombs. Man, you guys know this. Israel is the biggest recipient of foreign aid from the United States. We don't give no more money than nobody else, more than Israel. And Israel ain't poor. But you know who's poor? Americans. And it's amazing to me. Anyway, hold on. Fuck that. Hold on. Let me slow down. Let's take a look at some of these action scenes around the world. Bay Ridge, Brooklyn, London, Kuwait, and lastly, we're going to end up in Gaza. So today, can we take a look at that, please? Palestine will be free. Palestine will be free. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. Intifada revolution. Intifada revolution. Intifada, intifada. Intifada, intifada. Intifada revolution. Intifada revolution. There is only one solution. 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 Intifada revolution. Resistance is justified when Palestine is occupied. Resistance is justified when Palestine is occupied. It's justified when Palestine is occupied. With them, incredible scenes there, y'all, from around the world. That last scene we just saw was in Gaza, because if you follow the hashtag strike for Palestine, that should have been a global strike for Palestine today, and whatever day that they decide to put it together. Hashtag strike for Palestine. Israel needs to understand that this is not acceptable. This is not going to work. And the fact that Israel, at least some of the interviews that I've seen with members of the IDF, and again, I've seen all of this like sort of on mainstream outlets, so it's very Israel friendly. Hold on. Wait, before I get into that, there's one more action I want to show you guys, and it is probably like it was one of the most inspiring ones that I happened to catch. And it is part of a report by Press TV, which I believe is the Iranian news outlet. I mean, how often do we get the Iranian perspective? I, quite frankly, am interested in the Iranian perspective. I'm sure the Iranians have a lot of things from their perspective and from their experience that I think the rest of us could find pretty valuable. But this report done by Max Civilli, whose name sounds really familiar, and I don't know why. But anyway, I didn't recognize his voice. Check out this package, you guys. He's reporting from Rome, and Italian port workers refuse to load an arms shipment destined for Israel. How fucking radical is that? Like, no, nigga, we see that all these guns and ammunitions and munitions is headed to Israel to shoot at Palestinian people. How about them joints don't get loaded on the boat? How about that? I love it. Revolutionary. Tunde, if we could please check out that 8-2 package, y'all. This is from Press TV. Check it out.
Workers from the Italian-based union USB operating at the port of Livorno in northern Tuscany had planned to refuse to load a shipment of arms after discovering the load was headed to Israel. The shipment included explosives and precision-guided munitions destined for the port city of Ashdod in southern Israel. In a note, the USB union has explained that dock workers took the decision to stop loading the shipment, fearing the weapons would end up killing the innocent Palestinians already hit by deadly attacks over the past days, which caused hundreds of civilian victims, including women and children.
It's not right that our work is instrumental to the death of Palestinians. That's why we refuse to load the ship. We don't want to be part of this injustice. We don't want to be accomplices to the massacre of Palestinian civilians. Furthermore, we have noticed that an increasing number of shipments transiting through our ports are loaded with weapons, and this is very dangerous for us workers and for the people residing around the ports.
Dock workers had been tipped off by an NGO named the Weapon Watch over the weapons they were supposed to load onto the Asiatic island, a vessel flying Singaporean flag docked at the port of Livorno. The Weapon Watch is an independent observatory on arms transfers through Italian ports. According to a representative of the observatory, the legal part of the arms business transiting through Italy is mirrored by a vast illegal trade in arms that fuels violence, atrocities and civil wars across the globe.
The truth is that these arms transfers are routine. Dock workers and the general population are now more aware of the direct consequences of these deadly loads, since the media are reporting on the bombardments over the Gaza Strip.
The NGO The Weapon Watch has urged the Italian government to consider suspending some or all Italian military exports to Israel. Rome has recently halted the sale of thousands of missiles to Saudi Arabia.
Interesting, y'all. Interesting report there from Press TV. Curious what you guys think about it.